fancies, and welcome back to my channel. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's doing okay. And if you're new to my channel, hi fancies. I still don't have a catchphrase yet. I'm still trying to think. If anyone has any, please hit me up, because I don't have any idea of what catchphrase I have for you guys. Anyways, this video is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna sit here and talk about the zodiac signs that I've dated and how, if they were the best or if they were the worst, and I'll tell you guys why. Disclaimer, this is from my experience, my opinion. That's on period. Period. So the first person I'm gonna start off with is an Aries. So I dated an Aries when I was 15, 16 years old. I honestly would rate him a 4 out of 10, only because in the very beginning of the relationship were like going great, and like people back then, like when it came to like my high school and stuff like that, like a perfect relationship was really having pictures with your man, doing everything with your man, doing this, doing that, blah blah blah, going on dates. Like that's what the definition of a perfect relationship was. Because now it's like a good relationship is, you know, if now as adults is, you know, communication and loyalty and, you know, all that stuff. You feel me? Like that's as an adult, but as a child, that's what the fuck you think. You feel me? So at first, like, he was great. He like did a lot for me. He gave me flowers. He spoiled me. He did a whole lot for me, like in that, like, you know, that time frame of when we were first together. But then the next year when we were together, he completely changed, did an entire 180 on me, and decided to do things that I did not support at all, for nothing. I didn't like that. I didn't want to surround myself around that. But then afterwards, I ended up cheating on him because I just didn't. I didn't care. Then afterwards, I instantly regretted it, because I was like, I didn't want to do that. But then he ended up cheating on me 3 times. 3 times. But then I was kind of like, you know, that's a taste of my own fucking medicine. You feel me? But that shit hurted. When I found out, the last one I think had to hurt me the most, because the third one, when I found out on Christmas, and I was at his family's house and made a whole big thing. Oh my god, it was fucking horrible. It looked like freaking Kim Kardashian coming through and hitting Khloe. Don't be fucking rude, kind of shit like that. Like, I came crazy, but it was a fucking disaster. But that was that with him. I mean, now, I don't know nothing really about my exes. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, this is that. Maybe like one out of like the other ones I might know, but out of the other ones, I don't know jack shit, and that's fine, because at the end of the day, I didn't wish any bad upon none of my exes. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, fuck you, I hope you go to hell and I hope you die. Like, I'm not that person. I'm not gonna be spiteful and do that shit. I know there's a lot of people out there that would do that, but I was never like that. So the second person I dated was a Taurus. You get me. I give person a 4 out of 10. Only because this person wasn't really as affectionate. This person really wasn't like there for me, like anything like that. It was really, really horrible. Like, I was always affectionate. I was always like, you know, being on top of him and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I get annoying, but you're not giving me anything. Like, he would go, but he would like cut class and come and see me, and like I would go and leave, you know, high school, my classes early, and I used to come and see him and spend time with him before he went home. Like, it was a whole thing. Then I had like beef with his sister, because his sister didn't like me, but I didn't like her, because she's just fucking annoying. Like, she just wanted to be like an extra one. But his little sister overall did love me, but we couldn't build any relationship out of it, only because I decided to cut it out. That's on people. But this person didn't really show me love like that, like for nothing, like at all. Like, I can literally sit here and tell you guys, this person didn't, no me enseñó nada, like nothing, bro. Like, I would sit there and be like, so like, I used to be like, I love you, babe, or babe this, babe that. He would never even call me babe, baby, nothing like that. Would never even say I love you too, or nothing like that. Like, when I said I love you, he would just smile at me, and I'm just like, okay, you're a different breed. All right, I get it. But that was with that side. So that was that. But then also, I call him in a scandal. because he was hanging out with his ex-girlfriend, and my best friend told me about it, and she confronted this girl and stuff like that. And then I ended up confronting him about it because he told me that he never dated anyone, but that was his ex-girlfriend, so he lied about me about that. And then he went on vacation, then decided to cheat on me, but then was in denial about that. But then like after we broke up, like he decided to tell me, like, Mercedes, I'm in love with you, and I never wanted, you know, you to like feel that way and things like that, and blah blah blah. And like he was just talking all this mess, talking about he did, you know, things for us, but he really didn't do nothing. But that's that. Next person, boy oh boy, Aquarius. I am an Aquarius myself, and I don't know why I dated an Aquarius. Why did I date my own people? Why? That's like incest.
What?
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that, but it's like dating your own sign. It's like, it's so weird. Like, ugh. Like, and I thought, oh, you guys, you can sit there and watch the freaking video about where I was talking about like my heartbreak and stuff, and you literally, like, I might post like a little small clip, maybe. I don't know yet, because cringe. Because literally I sit there and watch it, and I'm like, damn, like I let myself stoop that low for that low life. Whatever. But honestly, I can rate this Aquarius a 4 out of 10, only because he met my family. He was very respectful to my family, but otherwise than that, he broke my heart, he shattered it. And you know, like, I have fault too, you feel me? I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's all his fault, but then again, the communication wasn't really there between both of us. Like, it was always like it was just never there. And he always wanted alone time and things like that, but he never spoke to me about that. Or when he did, it was very brief, you feel me? Like, it was never really like out there and stuff like that. But after a couple of years, like before my boyfriend, I remember like speaking to him, because I felt bad, because I put this person through a lot, and I was just like, I am sorry for my actions, because I'm not that person no more. Because what I used to do, I was a jealous type. From like the last 2 relationships that I was in, it made me really insecure about myself. So I went on his Instagram and I unfollowed every single girl on his Instagram. I literally posted on his bio that my initial was there. I commented on every freaking photo, just in case if any girl wanted to see, they know what's up, because I was under his pictures. Like, I made sure I hacked his Instagram, like, being on Instagram and Snapchat and all this other stuff. Like, I was really like, thank God I'm not like that no more, because that shit it's so bad. But I mean, that's what happens when the freaking relationships I was in, they cheated on me and they made me feel like shit. So I was like, the next person I'm gonna be with, like, I don't want to feel like that no more. So I ended up doing that, and I regret it, because I'm not like that no more. So, but otherwise than that, that was a relationship with an Aquarius. So I already went through with an Aries, a Taurus, whatever, an Aquarius, freaking last one. My God, the reason why I suffer from migraines, the reason why my mental health is so fucking deteriorated, a freaking Sagittarius! I freaking hate them! I hate him! I hate Sagittarius! Lord Jesus, if I could rate him, I would rate him a negative 1,000 million infinity to beyond. I hated it. I freaking hated it. This person had so many issues and so many flaws, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this person was way too needy. This person was just, oh my God, like, I don't know why I allowed myself to go through that, but it literally showed me not to ever step foot into, like, dating apps ever again, because, bro, you be finding wild people on there. So let me kind of just jump into it, because my best friend's about to be in the comments, and she gonna back me up. Like, he thought that my best friend Chelsea and I were fucking. Like, he thought, because I was with her all the time, and he was just always, like, working and in the city. And when I was in the city, I was working. when I really wanted to see him, but I was always with my best friend, and he always thought that my best friend Chelsea influenced me to do bad things and all this other stuff. But it was never like that. It was just the fact that I was venting to her about, you know, whether if I wanted to be with him, if I didn't. And my best friend just gives me advice, and that's it. That was on period. But he literally assumed that me and Chelsea were literally like just doing things behind his back, and it was never like that. I'm like, Chelsea, you what? Like, and then I told him, I'm like, bro, if me and her were a thing, you don't think I would have left you and I would have been with her? Think about that. But I didn't. That's my best friend at the end of the day. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, I'm gonna, you know, oh my god, it was just so bad. It was to a point where he was just like cancel her out and stuff, and I eventually dropped like Chelsea and stuff, and I regretted it, because I then like afterwards, like the freaking event happened, like he decided to propose to me, and I fucking said yes, stupid me. But then afterwards, I regretted it, and I gave him the freaking ring back, and then I was like, thank you, next bitch. Then I ended up getting my best friend back. Like, I would never, ever, ever, no freaking man should ever have to tell you to get rid of your friends or anything like that. Because if that's the case, bro, let that man go, bro. That's on period. Don't ever let a man step in between you and your girls, bro. That's on period. That was something I freaking despised. And he never wanted to like be around my friends or nothing like that. My friends were like, oh, but what's wrong with him and stuff, and I would always have to make up excuses for him all the goddamn time. I was not about that, and this person was not even the best looking neither. Like, yo fue, like, you know, I was the prettiest one in the freaking relationship. It was funny too. I bash talked this person so much, but it was because he like literally like is the reason why like my anxiety is so bad and why my depression has literally like been so bad. The reason why I say that is because like he's just like mentally not there. Like, he has said a lot of crazy things to me, and I'm just like, yeah, no, please don't bring that to me. I don't need that. But literally I can rate him a negative infinity, a negative a million, a negative 1,000, a negative 100, negative 10, negative whatever. Like, he was one of the worst signs I freaking dated. Like, I literally cannot, I would never, and I tell everyone, if you're single, please don't rely on a dating app. Please, like, it's so bad out there. Like, you don't know what people's intentions are and stuff. Like, I have a couple of stories about me using the dating apps. Like, I don't have a video, but I have like an updated version one, because I went on it, and it's so bad. Like, you don't know what people's intentions are on those freaking dating apps. But yeah, if any of the signs that were said and listed, that does not mean you, trust me. It's just the experience that I went through. I've dealt with other people, with other men. I dealt with like 2 other Aries, and they honestly, they weren't the best neither. They didn't have any best interest in me, or I didn't. It's okay. It's freaking fine, okay? I want everybody to listen to freaking me, okay? If you are currently single and you want, and I know a lot of people want their girlfriends, a lot of people want their boyfriends, a lot of people do feel lonely and stuff like that, but people be so hard on themselves when the person they think is like, their world and things like that, and they're talking to them, and then they're like, oh wait, I'm not talking to this person anymore. It's okay, bro. It is literally okay. There's literally been times where I have literally went through the same shit, where I'm like, oh, like, this person doesn't even like me like that, and like, I would always blame myself, and it was never me. It's the person, and that's okay. If the person feels whatever that they feel, that's normal, that's okay, that's their loss. That's what I always say. If they want to go and they don't want nothing to do with me, they don't want nothing, they don't want a relationship, they don't want nothing, and that's that, you have nothing to offer me, thank you, next. Don't sit there and try to force something out of the person, because it's not going to be genuine. It's not going to be what you want. And trust me, a lot of people have a hard time trying to understand like what's good in a relationship and what's not. A lot of people think that being in relationships is spoiling each other, is freaking having sex all the time, going on these expensive ass dates and being all up on each other, stuff like that. No, it's not about that. Like, if you really want like a down, like straight, like ass answer of as what's a healthy relationship, being communicative with each other, because that's very important. Being honest with each other, being loyal to each other, like just everything that you would think that is positive. Have respect for each other, like just everything. Like not like these freaking like the Ace family, for example. They freaking be all up out here talking about, oh yeah, like, you know, like Austin always be freaking buying like mad shit for Catherine and things like that, like buying expense. That's not an ideal relationship. That's not an ideal marriage. Let's be real here, people. That is not. Like, they've been going through a whole lot, but I'm not gonna sit here and talk about them. Maybe I'll talk about them in a different video, but I'm not gonna sit here and talk about them now. But that's all I have to say. I'm gonna close today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna try to kind of make more videos like this. It was actually pretty fun to make. But till the next one, Benzies. Bye.